Good evening and welcome to the Gothic Bohemian Salon. This is Julifer. I'm here with the What Are You Reading tag. I was tagged by a young man whose name I cannot pronounce, but I will leave his information below there, and you can check him out. He's very sweet, and what else can I say? He tagged me, which was extremely nice, and I only just found out now, and it's been 3 months, so sorry about that. Tag! I'm gonna wing it because I didn't write down the questions, but I'm going to try to remember them to the best of my ability and answer them as well, and then I will tag a couple people myself. Before I do the tag, however, I wanted to show you why eBay is a really great place to shop. It's great because you find things like this. This is a purse, if you can believe it, and it opens like this. Hang on. La. And then inside you have a money clip, kind of neat, and a place to put your cigarettes if you smoke. Back here, very pretty, and hang on, face powder, still has some in it. It's kind of neat. It's very pink, so it could actually be blush. It's possible. Kind of makes a bit more sense since it is kind of pinky, but it could be face powder. And then I'm assuming your lipstick would have gone, sorry about the glare, in here or in here. Not sure what was here actually. There's a little clippy kind of a thing, so something clipped in there. It's really beautiful though, and it was only, there's probably a mirror here, unfortunately got messed up, but it was only $8.99 and it's quite useful. So I mean, you have to carry it like this, which is kind of weird, you know, and you can't fit much more than what I just, you know, said in there. But I guess you keep your gloves on the table, and I suppose there might be a lighter. A lighter, of course, that's what's missing. Okay, so on to the tag. I read a lot, but I haven't really been reading very seriously lately, so the books that I have to talk about are pretty lightweight in a way. Biography and a book of beauty secrets. So the first question is, what is the book that you are currently reading, I believe, is the question. And I'm actually not currently reading anything, but the last book that I read is this one. It's called Style Me Vintage, and a step-by-step retro lookbook, and it's really cool. It is also, you're supposed to say what the book is about, so the book is about how to create retro looks, and it goes back to the back all the way to the 20s and comes all the way forward to the 80s. That is vintage. The 80s are vintage. Isn't that great? Want to see the vintage 80s look? I have to show it to you because this is so great. Oh my god. Okay. I think I'm wearing this makeup right now. No, not quite. But anyway, here it is. It's a Susie Sue inspired makeup tutorial. There's also a Madonna one, which kind of cracks me up too. The Madonna one's kind of very soft and sweet, and I don't see how it's retro at all. But let's see. Is there a... Well, it's... Okay, here's the finished Madonna look. Remember that? Yeah. Okay, so it's pretty funny. So, the other question about the book is what part of the book, I think what part of the book affected you the most or meant the most to you and why, something like that. And I guess it would have to be the fact that the 80s is considered retro. I'm sorry, but I was a teenager in the 80s and it just hurts me. Well, I was ending my teenagerhood in the early 80s. Let's put it that way. I turned 18 in 1981, so you can do the math from there. You all know I'm old. So, yeah, that actually probably affected me the most. But I really love the book. It's a great book, and I highly recommend it. It's British, so it's got some language that's a little bit different than we might use here. But that's more quaint than annoying, so, you know. Okay, and the third question is, what book did you read before that one? And that would have to be this book, which is called The Marchesa Casati, Portraits of a Muse. And what part of this book affected me the most? Well, it would have to be when they're talking about the Marchesa and how she created her own style and look. She was quite ordinary to begin with, somewhat. Let's see if I can find the ordinary picture of her. Yeah, this is pretty ordinary for the time. And she ended up going really out there and looking amazing. I mean, really, really amazing. She's very drawn by people. I mean, she's been painted and drawn by people, all kinds of people for quite a long time. Even now, she's still a muse to a lot of people. I'm trying to find a photograph of her or a painting that really looks like what she looks like. Let's see. She did all these incredible costume parties. Well, that's a pretty good one, but it's very small. Oh, here we go. Well, I don't know. That doesn't look that unusual, though. I really admire somebody who creates their own persona from scratch, from whole cloth. I just think that is, to create yourself, it's kind of a work of art. It's, I don't know, I just find that to be, it fascinates me, and I find it to be laudable. Some of my friends who've done that, I admire greatly. One of them is a gentleman named Raymond Andre the third, and it's definitely a self-created man, and I just wanted to mention him because of all the people that I know, he's probably the most self-created, from, you know, a particular background, but totally changed himself and created this amazing person who I admire so much. I'll put a picture of Mr. Andre. And, you know, just to satisfy your curiosity about these people, if you have any. Okay, the next question is, what is the next book that you intend to read? And that is probably going to be a book called The Night Circus I went out on Halloween and I had an incredible time, and the party that I went to was inspired by a book called The Night Circus, and the idea behind the party was so wonderful and just creative and exciting that I now really want to read the book because, well, because it was such a great party. And I'll put some pictures of Halloween here. So that you can see them. It was a great night, and I'm really looking forward to the book. So after I get off here, I think I'm going to go on Amazon and see if I can get a cheap copy of it. The two books, in the two books, is there anything that would inspire you to write anything yourself? I think that's the question. Yes, I believe that is the question. And certainly I'd write about either one of those topics, retro looks or the Marchesa Casati. They're both fascinating, and or even the creation of the self. That's fascinating too. I have a blog on my website, which is at www.julieferdeWinter.50megs.com. I don't update it a lot. It's not, I don't know, I haven't really gotten into it too much, but I've written a few things. I'll try to get some more up there. My website's sort of interesting. It has some of my artwork on it and some of my costuming on it. So if you're interested in me at all, that's kind of a good place to look for additional information, you know. So check it out. And if I do write about these things, that will be where it happens, undoubtedly. Okay, and I believe that's the last question, because there was only like 7 questions in this tag. So thank you so much for tagging me, young gentleman who tagged me. I wish I could pronounce your name. I believe your name is Greg. Am I right? I'm not sure. But your YouTube name is something in German, and no. Hang on, let me see. Ratzelhaft Schattenkind. Well, that's not that difficult. I'm sorry. Yes, so Monsieur Schattenkind, oh no, it'd be Schattenkind, not kind, because there's no E. Schattenkind, who has done a few videos, tag me, and I appreciate it, so thank you so much. And now I am going to tag Nephilim Graves, also known as Nephilim Incorporatus, and let's see, who else? Dystopia Chaotica, Lilith 2 Darkling. You have not made a video in a very long time. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me in the Gothic Bohemian Salon, and remember, read.